Welcome to Chem Talk, Breaking Down the Basics series.
Hello, everybody. My name is Julian, and today we will be going over acids and bases and the pH scale. Now, this looks overwhelming, and it's not, but we'll get to it. First things first, though, let's go over the pH scale itself. So I'm going to share my screen right here. If you look right here, you're going to see the full pH scale. pH is a scale that goes from 0 to 14. 0 being the most acidic, 14 being the least acidic and most basic, and 7, right in the middle, being neutral, completely neutral. So, most common example of neutral that we see is pure water. Most acidic things we deal with, your stomach acid is going to be 1, battery acid would be 0, things like lemon is 2, vinegar 3, coffee is 5, going up. Blood is a little basic. It's around 8. Baking soda is around 9. Soap is 12. Bleach is 13. And drain cleaner is incredibly strong as a base. Now, this is the pH scale. Let's talk about what pH itself represents. pH is defined as the negative log of the concentration of H plus ions. So something that's acidic will release a lot of H plus ions, or another term is protons, because an H plus ion is a single proton that has lost its electron. So by definition, it is a proton. And something that's basic will react with those protons, bind them, and mean they're no longer available. So they'll reduce the concentration of free-floating protons within a solution. This right here is what we call the pH square or the pH diamond, which is how we can go from different values. So just like you have a concentration of H plus in water, you can also have a concentration of OH minus in water. And one thing you might notice is that H plus and OH minus, that is 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen, which just so happens to be H2O. And we can take advantage of that fact to use this pH scale. Now, to be clear, this all applies in water. So our pH plus our POH, which POH is the negative log of the concentration of OH ions, they're going to add up to 14. So the reason that 7 is totally neutral is because 7 plus 7 equals 14. So when pH is 7, the POH is also 7, which is completely neutral. Same amount of acid and base. We also have these other calculations here. So we have our definitions, which is negative log. This negative log feature is why a pH of 0 is the most acidic, because we're taking a negative log, we're inverting it. And then the POH would be the exact opposite. So if I have a pH of 0, I'm going to have a POH of 14. So from the H plus to pH, you can just reverse your negative log function, and that's just 10 to the negative power of something. We already saw this one, which was pH plus POH is 14. And then here, we're taking this same idea but inverting it, which is 1 times 10 to the negative 14 equals these concentrations multiplied. All of these can be used to freely go between these values and figure out what you have when in water. So if I know I have a concentration of, let's say, 1 to the negative 10 to the negative 7, then I know this would also have to be 1 times 10 to the negative 7th to multiply to this value right here. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you all have a good day.
That's a wrap for today's episode of Chem Talk, Breaking Down the Basics series. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, keep learning, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next Chem Talk, Breaking Down the Basics episode.